Hello Scorpio, welcome to the Sacred Water. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is also a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And it is also a timeless reading, so when you hear it, that's when you're meant to have it. That being said, let's get on with your reading. All right. Gods and spirits, what does Scorpio need to know at this time? Please guide beautiful Scorpio for their highest and greatest good. What do they need to know right now? Also, if you're ever attracted to or called to any of the decks that I use, I always put them in the description down below. For those of you that are new, I am a Reiki master and a crystal healer, as well as a pagan mystic. So I will use a lot of tools at my disposal to help support you in your journey, as well as try to help you heal through anything that might be holding you back. And if I can help also in healing some other things, then even better. So, gods and spirits, what does Scorpio need to know right now? Please guide beautiful Scorpio for their highest and greatest good. What do they need to know right now, gods and spirits? I am hearing, what is that? It's a journey, not a race. Somebody out there needs to hear that, so here we go. The first card that has come up for you, Scorpio, is sensuality, feminine wisdom, and passion. Very nice. What else do they need to know right now, gods and spirits? What does beautiful Scorpio need to know at this point in time for the month of May? We got a turner somewhere. There it is. Guide, illuminated path. Very nice. What else do they need to know, gods and spirits? What else do they need to know for their highest and greatest good? Please guide beautiful Scorpio. Okay then. Grateful optimism, joyous view of the future. How beautiful is that? Okay. Two more, please, guides and spirits. Fantastic. And we have precognition, psychic ability, future, and vision. We also have tenderness, true love, and compassion. This is such a gorgeous card. I absolutely love it. Okay. Okay, so for the first part of the message, what I'm getting at this point in time is that your path is being illuminated by your guides. They are illuminating each step in the journey. At this point in time, they would like you to incorporate more of your feminine side, your sacred feminine. Using that feminine wisdom and that passion and that love and tenderness and compassion for others, and integrate it more into yourself. This in turn is going to help guide you through your blossoming abilities. These abilities were born in you, but they haven't really been activated until rather recently, or at the very least, the next level has not been activated until recently. There is great cause for having a very optimistic view of the future, because you are currently aligning yourself where you need to be in order to keep manifesting your true path. Very nice. Now, let's see, what else do you need to know? All right. What else do they need to know, gods and spirits? I'm hearing, be more aware of your surroundings. Why do they need to know that? I mean, we all need to know that to a certain extent always, but there seems to be something a bit more about that. Something about incorporating the information, incorporating the lessons. By paying more attention to your surroundings, what you are doing is becoming more aware as situations develop that are part of your growth. This will allow you in turn to put into practice the things that you have learned. Follow your instincts. Follow your instincts on each and every one. Okay, what else do we need to know about some spirits? One more. Okay, we have 3 already. We've got the Devil. We've got the Emperor. We also have the King of Cups. Let's see. What else, gods and spirits, do they need to know for their highest and greatest good? What does Scorpio need to know right now? Too many. What else do they need to know, gods and spirits? we got the Three of Cups. This one, we've got the Four of Wands. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Six of Wands. And I'm guided to one more. We have the Queen of Wands. Very nice. All right. Okay. Now I understand more about that last message, that channeled message about being more aware of your surroundings to incorporate all of the details so that you can then use what you have learned to get through it. With the Devil, there is some sort of situation or person that has you a little bit like feeling a little trapped, a little claustrophobic, not really knowing how you got into that position in the first place. That's what it feels like, that there is a complete and total what just happened. Like, how did I get here? How did this happen? It feels like part of you feels stuck, but part of you is aware that there has to be a way out, because this is not how it's supposed to be. And it's not just that feeling of lamenting and that this is not how it was supposed to be. This is not what I was. No, it's not that. There is this, you are using your precognitive abilities that are surfacing or leveling up. And it's giving you that information. You are already more aware of your circumstances than you are consciously aware of. It's somewhere in there, and it's telling you already, because you're already gathering that information subconsciously about your environment in every single little detail. Now, this again is not going to be a quick fix. This is why it's not a marathon, like they were saying earlier. You're going to have to realize that the power is in you and the control is on you to do it. And it's going to require very methodical, very strategic planning to get out of it, which in turn still requires you, especially if you're going to be doing some planning, to be more aware and have more information at hand that's going to help you through this. I don't feel like this is anything supremely major, even though this is a major arcana. It just feels that it's important. There's something important that is, even if it's not the situation in and of itself, it is the outcome that is going to be majorly important. Now, there is this feeling of having to integrate a lot your feminine side with your passion and your compassion and love, to really use that energy within you to bring it up. Now, I'm saying sacred feminine, but of course this is not a gendered reading, not gendered specific. This is about the divine masculine and divine feminine that is in all of us. It is all about balance between the two, and the approach of how we approach everything, every action. So if we're going with the more passive and compassionate way of doing things, that's a bit more feminine. If it's more direct and more forward and a bit more aggressive, maybe, that is definitely more of the divine masculine. If we balance those out, usually we are going forward in the right direction. Now, it feels like this is a message for someone who usually is of a more divine masculine forward. usually being in charge and charging through things. But with the King of Cups in the middle, this is the ultimate balancing of feminine and masculine energies within us. And this is definitely water. It's all about the emotions. So bringing emotions into balance is going to be very important, because it's going to help you think clearly. And the approach to the situation will require not only having balanced emotions, but going heart-centered. So while the previous response would have been just get rid of it, sweep it off, and just get rid of it, gone, this is going to be what is required is a much more gentle approach, and really truly understanding the minutia and bringing in a heart-centered solution to the table. Let's see if I can translate that into an example so that it doesn't get too vague. Okay, so let's pretend we're all parents, even if it's fluffy ones or feathered ones or two-legged ones, human ones, you know, it doesn't matter. They do something that, you know, ends up making a complete disaster. Maybe they tip over something and break something that was important to you. Maybe there is just, you know, the plant got toppled over and there is dirt everywhere, and they poured water into it and there's mud sprinkled everywhere. Or, you know, they, if they're human and they're old enough to drive or something, maybe they crash the car, you know, something of that nature, where it's, in the grand schemes, it might not be that huge or monumental, but the approach to sort of fix it will have more monumental consequences. That's what it's going through. So if for example you have any of those scenarios and the go-to would be you're grounded for life or something like that, they're asking you to sort of take a step back, remove yourself from the situation for a little bit. Yes, you're going to be angry, you're going to be annoyed, it's going to be hard work to get out of it, but if you take it calmly and you try to figure out what actually happened, if it was a lapse in judgment or an accident, realize that whatever happened wasn't malicious. It was not malicious intent, and they feel just as bad of it having happened to them and you having to sort of clean up after them. So if you take it calmly, take the approach, a much softer approach to dealing with the situation, with no yelling or screaming, taking a few moments to breathe and really think logically of a solution and talk to them and make them realize what they have done and what the impact is going to be, not only to you but to them as well, then that's when you're going to get not only cooperation but a much nicer outcome, because all of a sudden they're not going to have this defensiveness come up in them, but they're going to be a lot more willing to cooperate with you to, say, clean it up or help you to find a solution to it, instead of just, you know, sweeping in and just getting rid of it. It might be a slower process of dealing with it, but it's a lot more methodical. It's a lot more, it is a little bit longer, but it's going to yield much better results. And it's going to result in kind of like a bonding experience, a very happy bonding experience with the person or situation. It's going to create a more stable, happier situation overall. So there is definitely this sense of taking the softer approach is going to yield the victory that you're after. It's going to lead to a much nicer outcome and a new beginning. Definitely a more solid, more concrete outcome that's going to allow for I'm hearing more enlightened with this card. More enlightened way forward. Basically, what you are doing is you are lighting the way for others as the light is being shone on your journey. This is definitely a level up for you, and it will help others level up as well. So whatever the situation is, I know it might be hard, but you're being asked to really just bring it down, really maintain a more level emotional state, and really incorporate your feminine, your divine feminine aspects to help you bring on that more gentle, compassionate approach. Definitely use your leveling up precognitive abilities and your intuition to help you through and navigate your way out of this situation. Be methodical, do it step by step, because it's going to yield victory. Very nice. All right, let's get a little bit. Should I do these ones? No, they want me to use those. Okay. All right. Some advice for Scorpio, please. What else do they need to know for their highest and greatest good? I'm hearing love conquers all. Somebody needs to hear that, especially if there's a really big mess they're going to have to clean. All right. What else do we need to know, gods and spirits? What does Scorpio need to know as advice for their highest and greatest good? They're saying watch out for signposts. They're going to pinpoint that moment in time. It might not seem as monumental in the moment, but it's definitely going to bring in something much more powerful when it's all said and done. This is part of your journey, I'm hearing. This is part of your journey. Oh my. Okay. Do I take this one? Yes, okay. So the first one we've got is iceberg, submerged. Okay, we got them all here. And I'm getting completion at the bottom of the deck with full moon. Leave that turned. Okay, so what's this one? Green Man, synergy. We've got ancestors and generation. And we've got music with harmony. Very nice. Okay, so with iceberg and submerged, this is all part of the using your instincts to dig up more information. It is going to be more important than anything to really understand the full depth of what is happening. This is going to help you not only calm down and be able to tackle the issues methodically, but it is also going to give you that bonding experience. That's what I'm hearing. This is part of helping you bond with the person or situation or yourself. This integration of both your masculine and your feminine. And like I said, this situation does not seem in the moment like it's that monumental, but there's more than meets the eye. This is part of your path. This is part of what you're here to do, and you're being guided through it. Every single step in your journey is being shown to you one step at a time. There's something about this situation that is really going to reinvigorate you and re-energize you. With the Queen of Wands, there's definitely more passion that's going to come from it. I don't quite understand it, but there's definitely a level up in other things, not just your precognitive abilities. There's a level up in what sense, gods and spirits? What is the other level up? Okay. So it's not your gut instincts and your precognition, it's also your heart space. Your heart chakra is leveling up. So there's a heart opening that is happening that is allowing for that balancing of the feminine and masculine sides of yourself. So this is going to bring a resurgence, a reinvigoration and regeneration of your self, essentially. And it is not only your spirit guides and deity that is helping you through this, it is also your ancestors. Essentially what you're doing with this, like I said, there is more than meets the eye. It might not seem like it's a big deal, but it's the situation itself, but it's going to produce a result that is. And what I'm getting here with this is that it is actually helping heal ancestral karma when it comes to relationships. So you're healing not only yourself and your relationships, but you're healing all of that history of your ancestors before you. And that means that the next generation of your lineage is going to benefit from that healing. So it might not be the event in and of itself that is major in terms of transformation. It is your karmic past with your ancestors, and it goes into the future, and that's why this event is important. It's not the event in and of itself, but is the outcome that is important. It's going to bring harmony within yourself and your relationship with others and their relationships with everybody else. It is a milestone, and it's definitely a leveling up, but it is also a healing so that those that come after you see a better way forward whenever there are situations that come up with their relationships. It really is your spirit guides and your ancestors guiding you to break patterns from the past so that you lead others in a better path forward when it comes to their relationships. This is big and absolutely beautiful. I cannot be happier for you guys. This is definitely going to open up all blockages that you might have had before, especially when it surrounds people and relationships. This in turn will open up other doors for you that you might not even be aware of. I am so happy for your Scorpio. Well, there you have it. This is all I have for you today. I hope it resonated with you, and I hope it is of some help. I hope that this will help you when it comes time to heal your relationships and integrate both of your sides. That means that you would be healing yourself as well. I hope you have a great day. I hope that this is of help. If it has, please consider subscribing, leaving a comment down below, leaving a thumbs up, and sharing so that we can keep growing this community and keep helping each other grow and have a surer step every time we take one more step in the path of the spiritual path that we're going through. So yeah, please have a thought about joining our community. And that being said, I hope you have a lovely day and a beautiful weekend if this is catching you on a Friday, and blessed be.